Meantime, UTVi's editor-in-chief Govindra Jaitaraj caught up with MILIND DEORA, Congress MP from South Mumbai, who was in fact an eyewitness to the terror attacks in the city. While DEORA was completely overwhelmed by the events that have been taking place since last night, he said that the immediate task is to bring the hostages to safety.
I've got MILIND DEORA with me, and I'm going to ask him, he was just describing to me what his day and actually night has been since yesterday. MILIND, you were just telling me that you were in a car yesterday in the Oberoi area.
We got to the various sites from 10:30 p.m. and we've been moving around since then. But yesterday around 2 in the morning or so, when we drove around to the back of the Oberoi, there was firing happening. We tried to stay away from where the police had cordoned it off, and one police inspector just told me that, Mr. Deora, there's a police Qualis car that's been hijacked, and he's roaming around and firing indiscriminately at people, which is allegedly the car from which they killed the ATS chief and others. And we were just passing from Oberoi going towards Mantralaya and towards the Taj area, and we heard a grenade blast right near us. We saw the Qualis coming. It was moving, sort of skidding this way, almost as if there's a drunk man behind the wheel, and later we found out that the back tire had been burst, probably shot, and hence it was unstable. And it just passed us. We just pushed my driver to sort of step on the accelerator. We moved past a very, very close shave. We heard a grenade go off just after we missed it. But I think what we've been seeing in the last 14 or 15 hours, I mean, it is overwhelming to say the least. Yesterday also at 5 or 6 in the morning, when Mr. Shivraj Patil and the Chief Minister and the Deputy Chief Minister, and they had a meeting. And at that meeting, I mean, it was very clear. I could clearly see that the entire intelligence, police staff of the state government and the central government deeply regret and mourn the loss of the senior officers. Their contribution will definitely be missed for the city. And at that time, some kind of a mechanism was already set up where the state government and the NSG would work together and do these kind of operations in the two hotels and in...
So, Milind, what's the task ahead? I mean, I think there seems to be a lot of concern about the identification of the bodies, the post-mortems and so on.
The immediate task ahead, of course, is those who are still stuck in the hotels, in the Nariman House building, to get them to safety, to end this crisis with as few casualties as possible. We've just come from the various hospitals, the government hospitals that are doing this work and taking in patients. GT had 12 dead in the morning. They've given 4 to JJ. They have 8 dead now. They finished 4 postmortems. They have 4 more to go. Other hospitals like St. George's and JJ, they're strapped for people to conduct the postmortems. So we're trying to mobilize some resources from hospitals in North Mumbai where there hasn't been so much of an incident and bring them to South Mumbai, to St. George's, to JJ Hospital, to perhaps even Bombay Hospital if they need them, and allow postmortems to happen quickly because families are anxious and people want to get back to normal as soon as possible. And there is a kind of a backlog with doing panchanamas and postmortems. So we're trying to resolve that as soon as possible.